Hello and welcome to HE Advice Evening. My name's Adrian and I work in the Student Services Office, and probably my prime responsibility while I work in the Student Services Office is to help you with your UCAS application. If you're a student, if you're a parent, I'll be helping your son or daughter with their student UCAS application. Basically, UCAS applications through QE are slightly different this year in terms of registration, and actually starting to fill in the form will form part of the Kickstart programme, which is taking place over the next couple of days. As part of that programme, you'll be able to book into sessions, come in, register yourself and start filling in the basic bits of your UCAS form, details about yourself, your previous qualifications, things like your GCSE results, such things as that. As a result, it'll be a really good idea if you actually bring in your own qualification certificates, particularly from GCSE, because if you don't remember, for example, which exam board you sat your GCSE English at, or English with rather, it'll be on your certificate, and we won't necessarily know exactly which exam board you'll have sat that qualification with. So if you've got the certificate, that really helps. Once you've registered and started filling in the main part of the programme, the majority of you will then probably not fill in your UCAS application until the start of next academic year, which will be September time. There are a couple of people really that you need to be aware of at QE who will be the main people who are going to help you with your UCAS application. And probably the main one is your personal tutor. They will be able to give you advice on the academic content of the application form, such things as what you might put into your personal statement and what you might not put in your personal statement. They might also be able to give you some advice on factors that might influence which university, for example, you apply for if you're finding it hard to choose between two different ones. Your tutor might also then refer you on to myself in Student Services. Probably my prime role is dealing with technical issues with UCAS, where people are having struggles getting into UCAS, or whether they maybe want to make some changes at different points. Whatever the reason, I'm always here and available if you want to come and ask a question about UCAS. I've fulfilled a UCAS role at the college for about 7 or 8 years, so I do have a lot of experience in dealing with student queries from that background, and I will endeavour to give you as much help as I can with that. You don't need to make an appointment to see me. If I'm in Student Services in the Study Centre, all well and good, just come up and chat to me. I also work in the Additional Support Department, and if I'm over there, it may be that I'll need to make another time where we can meet. But normally that will be fairly soon afterwards. It won't be like waiting weeks or anything like that. So, as I say, I am around. And I can be the second port of call, if you like, if you're having any struggles with your UCAS application. With being in Student Services, it's also a really useful place to actually have someone working, because in the Study Centre we have our Careers Library. And what our Careers Library allows you to do is it can allow you to research different universities, different courses at different universities. It also allows you, if for example you have an idea of becoming a particular career type, for example if you want to be a doctor, there will be careers books that will give you advice about how you might go from just wanting to do that profession as to how you might get there. The doctor isn't a particularly great example of that, however, but obviously these books, what they do is they sort of say, if you want to do this, these are the courses you might be able to do, these are places you might be able to do them. Really, the liaison that I'd probably pass you on to in Student Services between the Student Services Department and Careers is Joy. And those of you who've been here for a year will know Joy anyway. But also you're welcome to just browse through the Careers Library in the Study Centre. Really, otherwise, if you have any questions about UCAS, come and see me or go and see your personal tutor, and we'll hopefully be able to sort you out. Can I wish you all the best with your application and look forward to seeing you.